I swear to God, I do this shit every time. What's up, Transcenders? It's your boy James. I'm here with the Queen, with Cat Queen. What's happening? What's happening, KK?
What's good? Down here from the AK.
Listen, I ain't never called you KK. What's up, KK?
What up, KK? I like it.
Listen, it's a good day. It's a good evening. We are glad to be back with you guys. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Very good to catch up. We are just doing all topics today. It's a whole lot going on out there. Like, what's up with Ari Lennox? Like, I'm so mad that I have to put her in that bunch with a lot of other people because I just was talking about Ari Lennox and wanting to get her on the platform, but it's just like, come on, sis. Like, come on, sis. Like, we're gonna talk about Ari Lennox and what's happening with her. Shannon Sharp, some stuff going down with Mr. Shannon Sharp. I think listen, I think the bomb is dropping. So
it's dropping. It ain't looking good for Shay Shay.
It's a whole lot going on. Puffy, he ain't giving up, baby. He trying to get out. He trying to get out.
He might be getting that presidential pardon.
Listen. So what do that mean? Do that mean that he got to rock with Trump then if he get out?
Pretty much. I mean, he ain't got to do too much. You know, Wayne just before him here or there, he don't do too much. He don't say too much. So maybe he might have to do a little take that, you know, but
okay. Well, we're gonna see what's happening with that. Look, it's a whole lot of shenanigans going on out there in the industry. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. It's a whole lot happening with UGD. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. When I tell y'all I am geeked, I'm like really pumped. Like, I know y'all have been looking at my Instagram and I've been posting shit all day long, and y'all know that we got one of the queens coming, one of the real musicians, one of the real R&B queens, Dondria. Dondria is going to be coming to the platform on August 7th. We got the King, man. The King, Big Hef, is coming on August 6th. We got, what's her name? Avani. Oh my God! Come on, help me, Kat. You know,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'm turning 48 next week. I'm losing it. I'm losing some of the sales.
Nefertiti
Avani is coming on August 13th. We are getting the promo and stuff together for that. Listen, Artinka Tierra is going to be on one of the UGD platforms on August 3rd. So listen. I promise you it's going to be a tag team, even though it's not going to be on Transcending. I promise you it's going to be a tag team, and somebody just don't realize it yet. It's going to be a tag team, and we're going to need y'all to hook up with that. So listen, like, it's booming for us. It's really, really booming. We got the King, Big Hef, coming on August 6th. We got Dondria coming on I Feel It All Over My Body. She coming on August 7th. Listen, hit the karaoke real quick. Yeah, hit me. Look.
I don't believe we were put together not to be together.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Anyone out there that can love me better.
Listen. She coming on August 7th. We got Nefertiti Avani coming on August 13th. We got Artinka coming on August 23rd. It's jumping. It's popping. And I just put in to get somebody else for us very, very soon who's actually going to be in Pittsburgh on the 24th. And I ain't saying no names. I mean, you might be able to figure out who's going to be in Pittsburgh on the 23rd. But we just put in and we try to get deals. So, you know, that person might end up on the platform too. So we got a whole lot happening. We are glad that y'all are checking in with us and keeping it going. So let's get into these topics.
Let's get into it. I'm ready.
These topics.
Okay, so I don't know who all you want to get started with, but you know what?
Well, listen, I'm gonna start with Ari Lennox because that's really been bugging me for like the last hour right now.
I was going to talk to you about that earlier when we talked,
Yeah,
but you got a little bit busy because we touched on that. But
yeah.
you know, Ari Lennox has always been someone very outspoken about
Absolutely.
her feelings,
And I think that's
about her place, you know, as a Black woman and things like that. So she's made some comments that the iconic show Martin, which we all know and love, she had problems with rewatching it and the jokes and jabs that were taken at the character Pam.
Yeah.
And you know, she said that it made her feel some type of way as a Black woman. She feels like, you know, it kind of attributes to a lot of hate that Black women get, a lot of bullying that Black women get, and that it's ultimately not funny, and it makes her feel some type of way. So what do you think about that, James?
I think that, you know, while it's very good to be outspoken, which she is, and I think it's good to say, you know, say what's on your mind. Obviously being respectful, but I think it's good to say what's on your mind and let people know how you feel, how you're affected by X, Y, Z. But I also think that the world is just mad oversensitive. And I think it would be different if, I think it would be different if he just was genuinely picking on her or something like that. But everybody knew that just were the characters that they played, and they have a beautiful relationship outside of that show. Like they have consistently worked together throughout all these years. It ain't just been on Martin. Like they have consistently worked together throughout both of their careers and whatnot. And I don't want to take away from what she may have been going through at the time or what she may have been feeling, because like mental health is like serious, and you don't know what was really happening in her life and why that really triggered her in a way. And I'm not saying that it didn't trigger her, but on the same token, I just feel like a lot of people are oversensitive, and I think a lot of people are oversensitive, and I don't think it really calls like I just don't see the purpose in it being out there like that, because it comes off in a negative light. And that absolutely, you just know that absolutely was never the intention of it. I could see if that was, you know, if that was intention, but we know that that's not the case. Like we just, like some things you don't know, but we know that that's not the case. So, at least in my opinion. So that's kind of where I am with it. I'm not gonna say that it's bogus or nothing like that, because I mean clearly it did trigger something, and obviously there's a reason. But I think that there's a bigger picture to that, and you know, in terms of why she was triggered by that.
Well, I'm playing devil's advocate here. As much as I love Martin as a cultural show. Like last Thanksgiving, my sister Carisha had brought a game, and it was literally about Black culture, and a lot of the questions were about Martin characters, about themes of the show and stuff. And so my mom never really got into it. So she was like, how am I supposed to know this? And we like, how don't you? Like, this is Martin. So yeah. I really love Martin as a great show. But I'm going to say this. I ain't never liked Martin as a character. I didn't never like him. He reminded me of a lot of people that talk a lot of smack. And like I had dated a lot of men that say, you know, I want that Martin and Gina thing. I never liked that, because I don't really like somebody talking down on me in a relationship or to my friends and stuff. So I never fed into that type of thing. And so growing up as a young girl in the 90s, and you know, I often was compared, look at me, got big old forehead and light skin. So you know, they was calling me Gina Applehead. They was calling me all of that. And I always had a dark skinned friend. Like a lot of my best friends are dark skinned, so they would be calling us Pam and Gina. And she would get some of those comments. She would get the BDBs and the, you know, and I know that that's not necessarily the intent, but I think that now that we've moved on as a, you know, just as the world moves on, we become more aware of what we're doing. I think that it is a place for people to say that, because I saw firsthand my friend get those jokes. You know, everybody watched Martin the night before, and then at school, you know, they up there saying a joke. So they calling her BDB and, oh, you know, this and that. And I do feel like, you know, they would talk about Pam wearing weave or whatever. Gina was wearing weave too, just because hers was short and a little more natural or whatever. She was in too, but she didn't get. They ain't call her Weavy Wonder. They ain't call, So I listen. I know all the jokes from Martin. I love.
And see, I used to like when they made little jokes like that, like Weavy Wonder.
I think it's very funny. I love the show. That's one of my favorite shows. But I'm saying, as a person, that if I was in Martin's fan group, I would not be his friend. I would not date him.
Yeah.
I would, just because I don't believe in making little jokes, no matter how funny or whatever. I'm just not that type of person. Because when you give me a joke, my joke ain't gonna be funny, because I don't do no ha ha he. I'm gonna be, where your grandma at? Dead in the grave. Right. What's your grandma's wig look like in her grave? That's how I be. And then we gonna be fighting.
I can see it from that perspective.
I do, get where she's coming from, and I do know that some, especially young Black girls, dark-skinned girls, they are going to get those jokes just because that's what's prevalent. So I think that it's a space to say, hey, I didn't like this. And going forward, I think we do need to be more cognitive of how we speak on our Black people, especially, this is a Black show. We need to speak life into each other. And there's other ways to be funny without being racially motivated funny. And I feel like a lot of times dark-skinned women are the joke, and I don't like that. I really don't, so I do think that she was right in her feelings. But the thing is, when you go after something that's such a big staple, you're going to get backlash. You're going to get
backlash. Shout out to Reese, who's on the, shout out to Reese.
Hey, Reese, girl, our UGB fam, Reese, we love you, girl. So we're sitting here talking about Ari Lennox, and she made comments about, how the jokes Martin made to Pam made her feel some type of way as a Black woman, as a dark-skinned woman. So you guys that's in here, please let us know in the comments how you feel. Do you feel that sometimes the jokes were too far, or sometimes, I will say in the 90s and 2000s, we had shows and movies that we could not have these days. Like, it was a lot more free, and people could talk a little more, which I do miss, because I hate having to be tiptoe around everybody's feelings. But I get where she's coming from, because she had to, me and her around the same age, so I'm pretty sure she got a lot of those comments growing up, and I know that could be hurtful. So,
and hearing your perspective on it, it actually makes a lot more sense, and I can understand it from that side. I definitely can.
Yeah, and Ari Lennox is somebody that, she was open about her drinking and slowing down.
I love that she's open about all that stuff, because like it's so many people who deal with that kind of stuff, and they feel like they by themselves. So like I think that's mad dope. And
especially a lot of celebrities deal with that.
Yeah, and that's why I've always liked her. Like, I was trying to tell you the song that I really liked from her. It was BMO.
Break Me Up.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Ari Lennox is my girl. I'm telling you, like, I've been loving her for a long time.
Yeah.
I love her music. I think she's somebody that puts a lot of artistry into her music. And, when you
she's somebody to get on the platform too, because like she's had a journey. Like, she's gone through a whole lot. Sure. And her, as short-lived as her career has been, and not saying that she's brand new, but for the time that she's been here, like, she's had a lot happening in her career. So she really would be dope for the platform, for any of the platforms.
Yeah, she will. So shout out to Ari Lennox.
Shout out to Ari
Lennox. We'll be reaching out to her. Hopefully we'll bring her on. We've been having a lot of singers, and we'll be having a lot more singers in the next coming weeks. I can't wait. Ooh. So let's get into this next topic. This has been a big one that's been burning social media up. Reese, you are right about that. She's fire for sure.
Absolutely.
And then I forgot James. I was telling James earlier, guys, if you don't know her song Pressure, they do the Tamia line dance to that now.
I know I'm by myself. I didn't really like Pressure, but I know I'm by myself because people love Pressure. Like Pressure did really, really well for her, but it didn't hit me like BMO did.
It's a good song.
But I got a different ear though.
You have a different ear, and you're a person that you chill and listen to music by yourself. And I feel like Pressure is definitely a good going out song, even though it's not that fast. but it's definitely a good song. Like people really vibe to it. Like it's a very vibing song. So I
Right.
really, really like that. And so what they do is they play the Tamia, and then right after Tamia, you go straight into Pressure, and the counts add up, and I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, pop it, honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to this next topic, guys. Deion Sanders has come out and told everybody that he's been privately battling bladder cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been hearing from, like, the sports commentaries, ESPN and stuff. We've been hearing a lot of whispers of a mystery diagnosis. So it has been confirmed that he had bladder cancer and basically cured himself by totally removing his bladder, which is a very unheard of type of aggressive approach. So how do you feel about that? He just said, F the chemo and everything, take the whole thing, take it out. And they say he's cured.
I don't know what to think of it because I've never heard of anybody doing that. I've never heard of anybody doing that. So like since I heard it, I've actually been like digging and just like looking up and kind of researching like people doing that and that sort of thing. I mean, I think at the very least, I'm like, listen, kudos to him because he obviously did some research and he looked into it and he figured out a way that would seemingly cure it, and apparently it seemingly has worked. So I mean, at the very least, I'm just like kudos to him, but I definitely want to learn more about it. So I've been digging and looking up stuff all day long.
I haven't too. Like I think
Yeah.
it's very unheard of. So I think people
Yeah.
are very curious on it. And like if you look at his social media, he's been very open with the journey. Like you can see the
Yeah.
nurses taking care of him, and
Yeah.
his grandkids climbing on him, and while he has all this. And the biggest story that came out from this revelation is he is dating Karuchi Tran, y'all.
Right. And see, I didn't realize that either. But I'm just like,
Karuchi.
for him to have removed it, it's like, how do you function without it?
Yeah, so there were some things that I read. So there was one thing that said that he could possibly have what
With
would
like a
be
bag or something, or
yeah, like it would be a colostomy bag, but for urine. So it would be outside
yeah,
the body. So the
yeah,
second one said that would be a temporary fix, and what they do is they repurpose some of the intestine and make
uh-huh.
that like a new bladder for him. So
Interesting.
so basically right now there's just about healing, and I
Yeah,
think they're trying to get the functionality back, and then from what I read, possibly he'll go back and they'll, like I said, they'll repurpose the intestines, because we have so much intestines, like a football field length, so you can always take some out without any harm to you.
yeah.
And so they said that
I
it's going
mean,
to
but that's,
repurpose it, and it's
I
just
mean, but
crazy
imagine
because
like modern medicine. Like, listen,
mhm.
imagine moving forward and patients now, like that's opening the door to so many other people being able to
Mhm.
potentially do the same thing. And I mean, look at all the people who have died of bladder cancer.
Mhm.
That
I think that
now,
people are taking a more aggressive approach because of that. Because
yeah,
we've lost so many people to chemo and radiation and things like that, trying to keep these pieces of our body. And he just, I've been seeing people immediately getting double mastectomies as soon as they, get breast cancer. Or like I'm
yeah,
really seeing, especially people that have the means to do so, we're really seeing them take an aggressive approach. And I think that's very brave of him. I think it's
oh yeah,
brave.
absolutely,
And I think
absolutely,
it's showing people that there are a lot of options outside of this. And he's
absolutely.
back living his normal life. Like, he's showcasing his recovery. And it's so funny that he had his grandson climbing on him. You know who his grandson's father is, right? The singer Jacquees.
That's right. That's right.
The singer, the
I,
singer.
I, I forgot because I don't really care for Jacquees, so I forgot. Sorry, I'm sorry. Y'all.
He be
Yeah, yeah,
saying,
I'm
yeah,
over
he.
Jacquees.
Yeah, so Jacquees is his daughter Deandra's baby's father. So that is so crazy. And he did a lot of work with
I was look. Now you threw me off for a second. I was going to say, "Oh Lord, hey, we having Deandra on the show next week." You threw me off for a minute.
that
I was
sleepy
going to say,
brain.
"Oh shit!" I just said I don't like the baby daddy. We finna have a problem now. All right.
No, Deandra Sanders, not to be confused with Dondria the singer.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so that's two totally different. But she had dated Jacquees, and it was a lot of static between Dion and Jacquees. Dion didn't really approve of her dating Jacquees, especially with a lot of rumors of infidelity and just other things going on. So, but I think it's really interesting that Jacquees did a lot of music with Chris Brown. And Chris Brown used to date Karrueche. And Karrueche is now dating Deion Sanders, and they both have like maybe a 20-year age gap between them. Which Karrueche is in her mid to late 30s, so it's not like she's a young girl. But it's very interesting because nobody even knew they were dating, and I heard from a little birdie, allegedly she met him through his ex Tracy Edmonds. Her and Tracy Edmonds were supposedly friends. And that's how she met him, and now she's dating him. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about Karrueche and Dion being involved. Last person she was involved with was Quavo from the Migos. So that's very big jump.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump.
To Dion. But in recent years, both Karrueche and Deion Sanders have both been quoted to say that they've been looking for love, like a long-term love. And she said she was looking for a grown man and to be, kind of build her family and be set for life, because she has been working so much. She is on the new season of The Chi. If you didn't know about that, she has a character. I
didn't hear about that. I mean,
she has a good.
I knew she was on there. I'll be honest that I haven't watched The Chi. Shit, really, period. I really haven't watched it. Like if I started watching today, I'm starting at season 1, episode 1.
Listen, The Chi is a very, very good show. It starts off what it is, it evolved. What it is now is not what it started off. It started off very like The Wire, and now it's more like, it's actually a really, really good show. Lynn Whitfield is on there now.
Right, I know.
And it became like I wouldn't say Power, but it's very much like a Black community family show. I really love them because they talk a lot about mental health. They have different groups. They get together. And the thing is, I think they keep it real. Like, they be smoking on there. They be, people be cheating. People be, it ain't cookie cutter perfect. But it does, I think, show Black people in a good light. Like, they just had an episode for Mother's Day. And you know what they was doing at the Mother's Day brunch? What? The Tamia line dance, Lynn Whitfield.
I don't understand how everybody else can figure out how to do that shit, and I can't.
And listen, to our UGD land family, and our transcenders, we will be having a special video where I'm gonna be teaching James how to do the Tamia dance. So y'all gonna be able to watch us, and you guys can vote and see whether he gonna learn it or not, for real. So we go. That's gonna be a little fun thing. We're gonna start doing some behind the scenes things. So we're gonna get together, and I'm definitely gonna try to teach my good cousin.
I gotta learn it. I mean, it's only because shit. When did that song come out? 2018 or something? I'm only 7 years behind.
Yeah, so it's just, that's so crazy. So on the show, she was dating Jason Weaver. Jason Weaver's character. If you guys know Jason Weaver from
now, the only reason I'm saying is because here and there I've seen the episode of the show, but it absolutely has not been in order. Like, I ain't seen none of season 1.
I don't think you really do, because the season 1 person, he ended up, it was a controversy between him and his co-star, and they both got took off the show. So I feel like it kind of pivoted between who was the main, and it's good to watch to get the background of the characters, but the new episodes are totally different than what it is. Like, I think it's really a good show, and I think it shows Black people and Black neighborhoods in a different light. But yeah, Jason Weaver, he played Michael Jackson in American Dream. So Jason Weaver can get down. So why did he have Lynn Whitfield by the hands, and they was doing it? He was leading her to Tamia, and I said, I didn't know that Tamia was a couples dance. I didn't know y'all would do it as a couple. I never seen it done as a couple. So that
it took her 2 years.
Listen, and me and Reese got down, y'all, at the Milan experience. We had a Milan's Pride event. Me and Reese was doing all the line dances. We was cutting the rug, as they used to say. So But yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what's gonna happen with Karrueche and Deion Sanders. But shout out to Karrueche, she's really been doing her thing in the acting world. And prayers to Deion Sanders, and hopefully he has a quick recovery. So I know you had some other topics you wanted to talk about. So
You know what? My biggest thing was, I mean, in all honesty, my biggest thing was the Ari Lennox thing, which I'm glad you really opened my eyes a little bit, and I liked your perspective on it. So I'm having a little change of thought with that.
I know we want to talk about Diddy. Let's talk about Diddy and what's going on.
Diddy
with that.
and who else was it that I was gonna mention? I was trying to figure out. I was trying to see what was going on with Shannon Sharp because I did see some stuff come up about Shannon Sharp.
Yes,
Maybe he got fired or something. Or
Uncle Shay Shay. ESPN has officially severed their ties with him.
I knew that was coming. Good.
Yeah,
and that's bad to say.
But
yeah.
Club Shay Shay is not a factor. It's not produced or have anything to do with ESPN.
Right.
So effectively, he could possibly come back to and have Club Shay Shay. Now, is it going to be the same money and status and things of ESPN? No.
But Club Shay Shay, and please correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know a whole lot. Like I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. I'm only fair weather with Club Shay Shay. So I really only watch when people who I like are on there. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, I really don't watch it like that. So I don't know a whole lot of details about it. But isn't the guy that he was working? Who's the guy from ESPN?
Skip.
Yeah, Skip. And not Skip.
I'm about to say you asking me questions I don't know because I don't watch Club Shay Shay unless it's somebody on there that I know. So
isn't Club Shay Shay produced by the guy from that he was from ESPN?
I am now that I don't know because, like I said, I don't.
And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I thought they were partnering when they put together Club Shay Shay. So that's why I said that.
Possibly be right, but I
there you go. I'm glad somebody know about basketball because goddamn well I don't be watching no motherfucking basketball, so I don't know. Steven Smith.
With the Stephen Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. There we go, Reese.
Reese. Look at Reese. Reese talking about Shannon Sharp coming to UGD. Reese.
No, he ain't. Listen, I got some standards, baby. No, he can stay right where he at.
Listen, he can come on Cat Got Your Tongue. I'm gonna be asking all kind of questions.
Bring him right on Cat Got Your Tongue. I ain't mad at
like, you told that girl you want to put a big black baby in her.
Now you know what? I'm not even gonna front on Shannon Sharp.
Riddle me this.
I'm not even gonna front on Shannon Sharp like that. I do think that he's very good at what he does. However, I think that he was messy as fuck. He was messy as fuck, and he was too messy to be one of us and to not know that, like, to me, he just was messy for no goddamn reason at all. Like,
well, the sad part is Cat Williams warned him, Monique warned him.
Yeah.
What's the name? The psychologist warned him.
Uh-huh.
They all told him verbatim, "You are too old to be sleeping with these young white girls. You were too old." Yeah. And you got too much to lose, and you're gonna lose it all behind them. Yeah. And he sat there and he he did all that.
Yeah.
And what happened? And the messed up part about Shannon Sharp is he was so cheap, especially to his children, that he told his daughter her budget for her wedding was $20,000.
There you go, Reese. That's a karma thing. I feel like that's a karma
Reese,
thing.
And exactly, that's what he wanted. And I'm the type of person, James, what we were saying earlier. If you like it, I love it. So if he liked it, he loved it. He loved it all the way to. Do you know the amount of money that he gave that girl was the exact amount of money that he made playing football?
But to me,
so his whole football career, the amount of money, his legacy that he created, not even ESPN, that whole football career, he sat up and scooped that money and gave it to that little 20-year-old. And do you know this girl says she is retiring from OnlyFans? So basically,
of course she is. Of course she is. She'd be a fool if she didn't.
Girl, $20,000 ain't shit for a wedding if your father is rich. Why would you tell your daughters that? So your daughters didn't deserve generational wealth. So your own black daughters and children didn't deserve generational wealth, but this young white girl has now launched her whole family into generational wealth off of your
But I just
football
feel like,
legacy.
you know, you proclaimed your innocence and all this different shit and all of that, and then the fact that you paid her off, like, to me, that fuck everything up. Like,
yeah,
to me that fucks it all up. So I mean,
well, it was getting worse, and I feel like
yeah.
when people do race play, when they do race play in the bedroom, there's no telling what you know she had on him. It might be, and
Hey,
you remember he had them recordings with
yeah, shout out to
Michelle.
Humble Sound Records too. Thank you,
Humble Sound, thank
thank
you,
you for
thank
coming on.
you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for being in the building
Yeah,
with
I
us.
just
But you know, he had
I
that
saw
sex
all
tape
this
with the
happening though.
Michelle. So he ain't have more sex tapes. It could have been more embarrassing things. And so I think he had to pay her.
Yeah,
Whether it was sexual assault, sexual coercion, you were having inappropriate relationships, and then on top of that, y'all was doing, when people do a race play, y'all doing, oh, I want a big black baby and I want you to be the little white girl and I'm the big black man. Like when y'all start doing that.
but why are you? I think what bothers me is, why are you cool with that though? Like,
Let me tell you, a lot of, and this is me coming from a person that dates black men that have turned around and dated white women, and this is what I have gathered. So this is only me saying this from the experience of being in that situation. A lot of black men, and this is now, I'm not saying it to any of my transgenders or any of y'all, but the ones that fit this profile, that fit this very small profile, a lot of the black men that go for that stuff are deeply insecure about themselves, and they're insecure about their place in life. And
yeah,
so they want to dominate. You know how some people say, you know, the white men screw us over, so we screw their daughters, you know, that type of thing. So it's like they want to feel bigger than that white girl. And so in turn,
right,
they're better than the white man.
right.
They're dominating this white woman. So I'm, you know, whatever. So I feel that comes into play. And I feel like a lot of people enjoy, a lot of black men that date white women. And listen, y'all know I be on the hub. I be on the corn hub. They be liking to dominate them women and to say those things, and you know they like that race play. And I think that those the white women use that against them because they know you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing. So she probably was like, "Ooh, he said that. Let me screenshot,
Yeah, I agree,
record."
Reese. I absolutely agree, Reese.
Yeah, we as people lose
I
ourselves when we
can't
get big
I
money.
can't
It's
get with the
sad.
like
So
I
their
can't get with the race play.
insecurities come out quick. Yeah, I think so. What's
Yeah.
up?
What's up, Hash?
Hashtag in the building. Hey. You said people need to just get silent and heal, and I think that's a big part of it. I think that a lot of people aren't healed, and a
Yeah,
lot of the horrible things people do come from a place of insecurity, a place
absolutely.
of a place of abuse, a place of trauma. And so they inflict these things instead of healing. They use these perversions and, you know, different things. Like look at Diddy. Like he was on, especially like Reese said, when they get power and they get money, they
Yeah,
feel like they can just do whatever. I could dominate you. I could do this to you. I could do this to you. And
absolutely.
it's just like, why, you know, it just, why? Like you know, I don't know. But it just, once I saw that type of stuff, that really turned me off from him all the
Yeah,
way. Like I was like, oh I don't like that race play thing. Like that is just very weird to me. I don't know. I didn't like that. So
yeah. No, I agree. Um,
ooh.
and mark my words, because I said in the very beginning that ESPN was gonna fire his ass.
You did say that. You
I
did
said
say
that
that,
in
but
the very
they
beginning, because
waited.
when you
They
get
waited.
ESPN and Disney and all like, when you get these kind of
And you know
opportunities,
what?
like when you get these kind of opportunities, especially as a black person, like, you can't be doing dumb shit that's gonna fuck it up. And like, to me, that just was
I
common sense.
forgot. ESPN and Disney are now
Yeah, to me, that was just
under the
kinda,
same conglomerate. So
it just
it's
was
just
common sense type
terrible.
shit. So like, I mean, I listen. I don't have no feeling. I'm just like, it is what it is. You know, people. I find that people use their brain a little bit more when they have to really sit down and really hustle through this shit and actually put some shit together themselves. And the reality is,
Because you had
you got a
something to
lot of
lose.
he got a lot of big corporate ass sponsors who are ultimately eventually gonna drop his ass, because
Yeah.
it don't look good for business. It don't
It
look good
doesn't
for
look good
business
for
coming.
business.
And I do believe it's coming. I said in the very beginning that ESPN, even like when he put that statement out and he was like, "Yeah, I'll be back in September." Dude, sit down. You're not coming back. I was like, dude, sit down. You know you're not coming back.
That's so funny. Hashtag
Like,
said, inner child healing. We've been taught to survive. We have to unlearn what we've been taught and learn how to heal our inner child so that we can grow. I completely agree with that.
absolutely.
I think the only way that he could pivot, and there is room for pivot, but
I
he
mean,
gotta
I think there's
lean.
always
He
room for
got
pivot. It's just a matter of do you know how to do it, and do you got the right
do
team
you
of
have the
people?
right team? But I think that he should lean into the evil, Club Shay Shay. I think that you should. I think he should go in full. He should go full on incel. I think he should go on. Have you ever seen those the podcast? What's the one where they always cussing the girls out? Fit, fresh and fit, or something.
Oh,
You ever see those
I haven't seen
ones?
it.
And they more lean into teaching men how to quote date, but they really just kind of talk smack about women and what yada 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 whatever. But it's a big market for that. So I think Shay Shay, you might want to lean into the debauchery. You might want to lean into the whatever, because I think that clean cut image that he had is finito.
Maybe
I
he need
think
to
that
link
is
up with.
done.
Maybe he need to link up with Ray J.
Listen, and that's the thing about. Let's talk about Ray J, because we had an
Yeah,
awesome
yeah,
we had
yeah,
an
yeah.
awesome conversation about Ray J last night, and this wasn't even on nobody's show. But Ray J has fully leaned into his debaucherous, deviant, sexual lifestyle,
And I
and
don't,
I don't think
and
nothing's
let
wrong
me tell
with
you,
it. I don't think nothing wrong with it.
period. Let me tell you that I don't see nothing wrong with it. I ain't got no problem with it. Listen, do you? I don't see nothing wrong with it. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. And he has been estranged from his family. Miss Sonia don't like it, Brady don't like it, but everybody doesn't have to be the same type of person. Everyone
Absolutely.
does not. And
Absolutely.
I don't think he's making money. He's made two. He's been very hands-on on two networks. He was
Yeah.
instrumental in creating Zeus. He was instrumental in creating Now That's TV. We didn't even have that type of stuff. People wasn't even
Yeah.
making online subscription networks before this. So Ray J is very much a genius. He has the Raycon going
Very much.
on. He
Very much.
has all the technological things. Like they said, Ray J's names ring bells in Silicon Valley. Like he's
Yeah.
one of the people that really he invests in a lot of startups and a lot of inventions.
Yeah.
So if that man want to go,
I mean, but when you
pay,
really look at you could throw everything else out. Look at the Scooty bike and how Uber and all that shit took that shit over. Like, look at the idea that started with him. Like, that dude is a genius. And like I was saying yesterday when we was talking about it, I have the ability to look at a lot of stuff a little bit more from the mental health side of it, because I went a little cuckoo for a minute. So I'm just like, you have to really look at his entire life, and you have to actually listen to the stuff that he's saying. And a lot of people don't listen when you be talking. A lot of people, it's like they listening, but they really not listening. They listening for what they want to hear out of it, and they not really listening to the whole thing. There is a lot of strife and animosity that is centered around when he and Brandy were kids and she was coming into the entertainment business, and he was left home to go to school and do whatever else while mama was away with Brandy pushing her career. And that's not saying that Miss Sonia did anything wrong, because she was trying to make her baby make it. And I think that she did a lot of stuff to really help him make it too. But sometimes it's more important for you to just be there. And I could say that because I have a kid who, like, at the end of the day, he ain't give a fuck about none of this other shit that was going on. He wanted us to be there.
Absolutely.
And when they're in school and they got sports and they got this going on and they got that going on, or he trying to get in the industry too, and he want to do stuff too, and he want to act too. And when he got into it, he was always referred to as Brandy's little brother. And then he already had what was going on. He already had what was going on because he felt the kind of way that she was gone all the time with Brandy and she wasn't there with him, and then he was there with Dad. But the fact of the matter is, Dad was doing a lot of stuff to help Brandy make it too. So it's like he was not
Yeah.
getting that attention that he wanted, and for him to be the success that he is, he had to do his own shit. So now that he has found his way and figured it out, they want him to be cookie cut and clean, and that's not him. So it's
Right.
like, be happy for him for what he's doing and for the success that he's doing. That he ain't no criminal, he ain't selling drugs, he ain't on the corner. Like, he doing something good, and he's making money, and he's supporting himself, and he's supporting his kids. And listen, like, at the end of the day, I think there needs to be some. It needs to be not an intervention, but there needs to be some counseling that involves all of them, because I think it's a lot. Yeah,
I think it could be a reconciliation with counseling, but
yeah,
I think that it comes with, you have to accept your children and your siblings and your family for who they are,
yeah,
not who
absolutely. You
you
got to meet
raised
people
them
where
to,
they are at
not
some
who
point
you
or another.
raised them to be, not who you were raised better than this, not who you expect them to be, who they are and who they consistently been. And Ray J has always
Absolutely,
been
Reese.
that, ever since, with Kim Kardashian, and, let's talk about some of his trauma. Kim Kardashian sex tape, Whitney Houston's death. He's had a lot of things happen.
Yeah,
And that's what Reese said. He has a lot of healing to do. I love it. He keeps it real for sure. Brandy
yeah,
and Miss Sonia are very cookie cutter, and they lie a lot. That's what comes with the cookie cutter lifestyles. You can't be real. And Ray J never liked that. He hated that
yeah,
for them.
yeah,
And it was hard because, like you said, he was home with the father, but his father was a musician.
yeah.
His father
Yes,
plays all these instruments and, different things. And so it's just, he probably really couldn't relate because of the type of person
right.
he was. And they put him down, and he really is very, very smart, a smart businessman. He's a good person. He has a lot of friends. He invests in a lot of people, so it's really sad. And, we got deep into a deep dive of Brandy because,
Yeah.
Brandy has had her share of scandals. I don't know if you guys know this, but, the member of Immature or IMX, whenever you got into it, but it was 3 members. It was Marcus Houston, it was Romeo with the eye patch, and it was Little Drummer Boy. And so hey
Hey, Tiff.
everybody.
Hey.
I know that ain't cousin Tiff on here. Hi cuz, love you girl.
Yeah.
But Romeo wore that eye patch because Brandy damaged his eye, sliced his cornea open.
I really didn't know that. Until you told me yesterday, I really didn't know that. I mean, I knew he
Yes.
had an eye patch, but I never knew why.
So, and he was under contract to not speak about that for about 20 years. So nobody knew that story, but they were all on tour, and they were, having fun, making fun of Brandy, just, playing around as teenagers do. Brandy took a book and chucked it behind her at the boys. And when she chucked it, the corner of the book sliced his eyeball open.
I
So
really didn't
he
know
was
that.
essentially blind in that eye from the age of this happened when it was like 15, 16 years old. So it's just really, and what her mom do, she buried it. What happened when she got into an accident and took someone's life? What happened? Her mom buried that, paid off the family. She ended up having that young pregnancy, and her mom sold it as she got married to this football player, and they about to be in love and blah blah blah. And they had this special on MTV, and I kept remembering they were saying, "Oh, he'll be here," when he got there, he was looking kind of crazy. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Come to find out, they manufactured the whole thing. Oh, look at them numbers going up. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for everybody in the
Yeah.
building. Y'all really feeling these hot topics tonight,
Right.
huh?
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. You
So
told me you gave me some intel that I didn't know. You told me some
it's
stuff I
just
really
like a
didn't know.
lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys know this. Kim Kardashian stole from a car. She was working as a assistant for Brandy and Miss Sonia, and she stole what, $40,000 off of their credit card to start
I
a
remember that.
store, Dash. So, like, they had a lot of different things going on with a lot of different celebrities.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be interesting to see how they reconcile. He has been talking about how he's been messing with Suki Hana. He's been paying her bills.
But I think that there's I mean, I don't pay attention to all the little side shit that he be talking about, but I do think that in terms of like the family, I think there's always room for reconciliation. Like there's always
Hmm.
room for reconciliation. I just think that, like I said, like the counseling thing, like that shit is real. Like it need to be something where it involves all of them so that they could really
Hmm.
be honest and vulnerable and open up and get to the bottom of where it's coming from. And
Right.
I think it goes back to childhood when she was gone with Brandy all the time. Because
I
that
think so. I mean, and
when you see his
he says
conversations and
that.
interviews, that's one of the biggest things that he talks about. That's one of the biggest things
And
that carries over from
kids
interview to interview to interview.
kids need their parents, they need their mothers, they need
Yeah.
to know that they're important, and it's hard to live in a sibling shadow. I mean, we've seen that with what Ashley and Jessica Simpson. You
Uh-huh.
know, we've seen that with Solange and Beyonce. Like, you know, we've
Yeah.
seen a lot of younger siblings have a hard time making a name for themselves, especially
Yeah.
when their parents poured so much into the older sibling. So
Right.
it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. You know, I dealt with a lot of that as I'm the youngest of four. So, you know, and all my sisters do amazing things. So it was I do identify with that, feeling like, you know, I have these talented sisters. And, you know, my sister was a ballerina and she was a dancer. So she, you know, she had practice and she had ballet recitals and she had this. And sometimes I felt like, you know, I was just a kid shuffled along, you know, but luckily I found my own way. And I think
Right.
that Ray J has found his own way, but his family is not respecting him for
Yeah.
going his own way.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I think at some point things are gonna get better. It just depends on, when they decide to really take the bull by the horns and, get into some counseling. And
yeah.
like, and only because I've done counseling, like counseling is good. Like
Hmm.
that will open up some shit that you ain't even know was there. So
Yeah, I think
to
people
me,
should definitely you know, do family counseling as well as personal.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I think that's
absolutely,
so
definitely some
important.
personal counseling because they got to work on self too. But I
Hmm.
think a lot of it is about that family unit. And I absolutely believe that they will get there. I think that
Hmm.
even with where things are with them right now, I think they're in a better place than what they were, say, a year or two ago. Uh,
Yeah, so he
I
said
mean,
that
it
they
was
had
periods
some
where,
communication before
yeah, like
he
it
said
was
they
period
had him blocked.
because I mean, it was
Yeah.
periods where he and Brandy was cussing each other out.
Yeah,
So like,
he had got that tattoo of her and she didn't like it. And so they was on live cussing each other out.
yeah,
So
I think things will get better. I absolutely do.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So do you think
But
we
yeah,
got
I
time
think
for
that
one
was
more
all I really
topic or
had though.
you
Huh?
I said you think we got time for one more topic or you ready to end it? I know we got some things
Yeah,
to
we can
go.
shut it down. Yeah, we can shut it down because
Okay.
we gotta do that pre-record at 8:30. So yeah,
Okay.
I think this was cool. I appreciate everybody being on here. The numbers definitely went up quite a bit today. Definitely appreciate everybody. Make sure that you guys continue to check us out. It's a whole lot going on. I'm gonna be doing some lives from Atlanta because I'm heading to Atlanta this weekend.
Mhm.
We have Big Hef
Yeah.
on the show next Wednesday. We have
Mhm.
Dandria.
Sandria.
He's going to be on next Thursday. We have Nefertiti Avani coming on August 13th. We have Artinka Tierra coming on August 23rd. We got some other stuff kind of sprinkled in there. Um, August 17th, I'll be in NYC. And we'll be doing some stuff down there actually with Maya, Bobby Valentino, and a couple other people. So we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on with
Mhm.
UGD Media Safe Space. That's our new initiative that
Mhm.
is going to be growing. I really just started pushing that out and launching that today. But Media Safe Space. Please, please, please make note of that because we got a lot of stuff going on. Things are really picking up, and we're gonna be doing some stuff with the family. So I'm going to the Barino. I'm going to the family reunion in September. So that's with Fantasia, Casey, and JoJo. So we will have some stuff going on with them too. That's at the end of September, and I'm trying to get Kat down there with me too. But that's gonna be happening. So you'll actually see some promotion going on around that because we're gonna do a live show there at the reunion. So that'll be cool, and maybe get some people on the platform from down there. So it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's dope. Hashtag said that's a hell of a lineup. That's
Man, listen,
amazing.
we hustling, man. We hustling. Hashtag.
And Tiff, thank you for stopping by. She said she was glad she was able to get on, and she will be talking to us both soon. Love you, cuz. And I just want to remind everybody that September 8th we will be honored at the Who's Who in Black Cleveland. We had a lot of art. Listen, a lot of our UGD fam.
Everybody.
Honor
Shit, everybody.
The whole team. The whole dang on team. So make sure y'all get some tickets to celebrate with us. I also will be walking in the Embrace Thy Curve 2025 fashion show. That will be October 18th. So we will be giving you guys all the details to get your tickets and come support us for sure.
Yes. So listen, I mad appreciate everybody for being on here. Make sure y'all continue to follow us. I am James Grant and Authentically James on Instagram. All other platforms is I am James Grant.
And I am at Cat Queen. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. Thank you so much to Humble Sound Records and also to hashtag so much. I'm so proud of y'all. Keep going and growing. And I want Humble Sound Records says we love you. We love your show over here. Thank you so much.
Listen, we appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to Nazy Nay too, and Nazy know I love her. I really want to give a shout out to Nazy Nay because soon as I put anything up, Nazy she tag it, she post it, she put it on her story, and I'm just like the love is just
love her so much.
It's unreal, but I know that it's naturally her. So I love her. I love you to death. I know you be popping in and out. I love you to death. I really, really appreciate you immensely, and everybody who's been on here. Make sure that you guys go back and check out some of our previous streams. We did 4 interviews yesterday. That needs to be noted. We did 4 interviews yesterday. We had Teresa Griffin, Terry Green, we had Obi, and then we had Shanika Quattlebaum for National Lipstick Day, which Kat took the reins of that.
Listen, that was a wonderful interview. Loved it.
And then the day before, we did several interviews too. We had Eric Roberson on the platform last week. We've had a lot of people on in the last 2-3 weeks. So make sure you guys hit the website.
James Artisan. Make sure y'all look at
James Artisan. Make sure that and Philly Wheaton was on. We had DJ Squirt on. It's been a lot of people on the platform over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So make sure that you guys hit the website and check out some of these conversations that we have. That website is ugdpodcastingandradio.info. A lot going on. The PR firm is actually jumping off now. I signed on a couple new clients, so that's a really big thing. We have Marcus Boyd, and Marcus Boyd is now officially J-Rock Publicity. And then we also have, I'm not gonna mention the other one because she hasn't actually signed yet. So, but I do have somebody else who's in the process of signing. So, that's a good thing because that's gonna bring in some money for the network, and we pushing a lot of stuff out. So we're doing a whole lot. Listen, I be so tired. I swear to God, I swear to God, I was supposed to go Uber last night. And listen, when you and I hung up, my head was on the pillow, and I'm like, I'm like 20 minutes.
I'm about to get up in a second, cuz I'm like, that man out for the count. I
was done. I woke up at 10. I woke up at 10:30 and was like, oh shit. I was mad, disheveled. Oh my God. What was I supposed to do? When I tell you, I put my shoes and shit on and went and got in the car, and I got push button start. So I started the car. I'm sitting there for about 3 minutes, oh my God, what I'm gonna do first? I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Listen, you the hardest working man in media.
It's worth it.
4 interviews back to back, and this is what we asked for. This is what we prayed for. So we.
And that's the thing I said yesterday. Or that's the thing I said this morning. It's it get busy, and you be like, God damn, I'm tired. Slow down. But this is the shit that we asked for. So I can't be nothing but grateful and thankful to all of the people who are supporting, because it's just like I tell every guest who comes on here, if you don't support us and you don't come on the platform, what we here for? Anybody
right, exactly.
So, it's cool. I'm grateful to everybody. I had mad dope conversations with Teresa Griffin and Terry Green yesterday, but they both have been on the platforms a number of times. Shanika has been on a number of times. So, and she's done some amazing work. So it was really good to have her back on here to really push her beauty line and, you know, what she's doing out there. We got Alvin Garrett coming on next week, which is going to be really, really dope. He actually was going to be on tomorrow, but he's traveling tomorrow. So Alvin Garrett is going to be on next week. Listen, you never know, because like when I tell you, like, we slipped up on Dondria, like we slipped up on Dondria. It was, she posted, so like I was listening to You're the One.
You're the one for me.
So I was listening to that, and then like yesterday she posted her new music because she's got a new project coming out in September. So she posted about the new project. And I DM'd her. I was just, because, you know, I DM a lot of people. I ain't got time to be trying to go through management and PR and all that shit. So I sent her a DM. I'm like, listen, when I tell you this shit is hot, and it's such a coincidence because I literally was just listening to You're the One last night, and then you posted this. I'm like, I had to comment, like, keep doing what you're doing. I'm so grateful to you just for being you, all of that. We have to get, I was like, we must. I think I put in the must get you on the podcast. And she was like, shit, I would love to do it. Boom, got her. She is booked August 7th, 6 p.m. Make sure that y'all are here. It's going to be live. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a party. Did you see that mashup with Kevin Ross and Mila?
No.
I posted it on my Instagram. Look at that shit. They did a mashup of 702 songs. So they did Where My Girls At, Stilo, and Get It Together.
Me and my mom was just listening
that shit sounds so fly, acapella. Like, pull that shit up. Like,
I'm gonna have to see. And of course,
Mila is UGD extended fam. She did the very first episode of Transcending The Culture. So like 2 years ago, she was the first guest we had when we launched the podcast network and the podcast. So like I'm working my hand to get her to come back because of course, what's today? Actually, we have passed this. We're at 2 years because the first Transcendent was the first Transcendent was July 25th of 23. So yeah, it's been 2 years. We've been 2 years.
Happy birthday to us.
Listen, today was episode 97, so we got 3 more, and we gonna play like we finna be syndicated, but it's all good because we working on some shit. Like, we working on some shit. But I appreciate y'all. Hashtag, thank you. We gotta connect hashtag because it's some stuff that I really been plotting and that I want to work on, and I don't need no video guy but you. So like, trust me when I say I'm coming for you, hashtag. Like, we need you. We need you, hashtag. And yeah, I appreciate everybody. You got any final words, Kat?
I don't believe we were put together not to be together.
Now, you ain't trying to drown Dondria out.
Listen, now next week I'm gonna be sounding like a "You're the one for me." I'm gonna be sounding like Max trying to sing to her tomorrow. You know, I get stage fright. I'll be sounding like "Those were the days."
Oh Lord, don't do. Oh, you gonna do Eve Bunker on this? Okay.
And hashtag said for sure, let's make it happen. I'm just a phone call away. We love you for that hashtag. So shout out to everybody that was in the building. Tiff, hashtag Humble Records, Reese, everybody in the building. Thank you so much. And listen,
and I gotta shout you, Kat. Like, in all seriousness, in all realness, like, I really, really gotta shout you. Like, when you look at the quality of the podcast and like just where things have come, how we have grown tremendously. Like, obviously, all of the people that we get on here now. Kathy, I ain't playing with you because you ain't made my cupcakes yet, and you know I've been waiting on them cupcakes. Now I don't understand how Darren Fleet could get a whole crop of your cupcakes, but then when it come down to me, the blood, because he a cousin, but I'm a blood cousin, and I ain't got them cupcakes yet. And listen, I might have lost some weight, Kathy, but listen, Kathy, like, I'm struggling out here in these streets. I need my cupcakes, Kathy. Okay.
Well, him got a birthday coming up, so you might have something.
When
you get back from Atlanta. So,
but I'm really. But I'm really grateful to you, Kat. And I know I say it all the time. I know you think I be bullshitting, but like I'm mad grateful to you because you got to keep in mind too. Like I'm kind of old. Like I'm getting up there. I'm gonna turn 48 next Tuesday, and I'm gonna be in Atlanta turning up starting Saturday. So like I'm turning up Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I'm gonna be good Tuesday because I got to drive back to Cleveland. But when I tell you, like, it's a lot of stuff that I have been able to do, like because of you, and that I figured out because of you, or stuff that you figured out and then you showed me. And the same with Tiff, like, and we not gonna front like me and Tiff ain't the same age, yeah, because I'm putting you out there, but I'm just saying that, like y'all have helped tremendously, and like the reality is when the two of y'all came on board, I didn't know what direction Transcendent was gonna go. Like I just didn't. Like we had done 8 episodes. I think y'all came in on episode 9. So like imagine you came in on episode 9 and we're now on episode 97. Like we finna be 100 episodes in. Like we doing some and the next 3 episodes are scheduled already. So like
I cannot
like
believe that.
they scheduled already. So we like set.
I can't believe
Like
it.
I appreciate y'all. And the problem, you know, with units and stuff is that everybody don't really point out what everybody do. And everybody had what they offered to the podcast. I do, you do, and Tiff did too. So like everybody had their pieces that they offered to the podcast. And I'm just grateful to you for being on board and being willing, and it's grassroots. So like we build it from the bottom up.
Building.
We don't have no corporate sponsorships. Like, you know, we got people supporting us and helping us, but this shit is grassroots. So it's like it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into it. And you see that piece of it. But look at how you've grown from doing the podcast. Like you modeling now, and you acting now, and you hosting now, and you're doing a lot of shit. The stuff that you have said that you wanted to do. You got out there and you networked and you met the right people, and now you're doing those things. And I still dote on you about when we went to Atlanta the last time and you just took over the whole event. I'm like, I'm coming, Kat. I'm coming. You like, no, come on. Like, I'm still mad that you got Drew Sidora, and I'm still trying to get in touch with Drew. And you was like, y'all was like in the cut, like, come on, girl, I got you.
Yeah,
like,
that's my,
I was like, how the fuck you get back there? Didn't he say it was VIP? But somehow you got back there.
Listen,
you made contact. I had done stuff with Escape and with Tamika from Escape already, but you made that connection and got us front row tickets to the show. That was Kat. You do that shit. You did that. Like
Thank
this
you
is
so
you.
much. And,
I hope you see that. Like you're where you're supposed to be, and you are where you're supposed to be.
I definitely feel that. And what Young Thug say, all I needed was a platform. All I needed was a platform. I had everything, you know, in me. And that's what I wanted to let people know. You know, you could have all this talent in you, you know, but you just have to start. You got to start somewhere. And I'm glad that it was with my family and that we were able to put in so much. I do want to give a couple.
And while Tiff is not here on the podcast anymore, Tiff is absolutely going to be doing some stuff that is centered around her breast cancer awareness and her nonprofit that she's launching. So Tiff ain't gone nowhere. She's still around. She's still here. She's still UGD. Tiff is weird. Like the thing with us and all of us, not just me, but we are all passion driven and focused and motivated. So Tiff is going to be right back here doing some stuff that's centered around her passion and her work with breast cancer awareness as a survivor. So shout out to you, Tiffany.
Shout out to Tiff. You know we love you, cuz. They said, are you having any events in Atlanta during the weekend?
I actually there's a Black Writers Convention that's going on Thursday through Saturday, and I actually had media creds, but I'm not going to be there in time, so I won't be at that. There is
What is it?
A Black Writers Convention.
Oh, okay.
So I know that's there. It's only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and because I'm driving and I'm not leaving until like 2:00, I'm not going to be there in time. So Sunday, I am covering something. I just don't have all the details of it yet. Monday, I don't know what's happening yet. I do know that I'm doing a live taping with my publicist because she runs a podcast on the network as well, Comfortable Conversations. So we're going to be doing a live taping or a live podcast we're doing on Monday evening for that. And then whatever else, I don't know what else is going on. I got a couple media friends who I'm going to check in with sometime on Sunday.
I know you said you was doing a photo shoot. You still doing your photo shoot?
I am. And then I am doing a photo shoot. And then I'm turning up somewhere. So I can't tell you exactly where. I'm turning up somewhere. And I know that I'm the only person. And I know I'm the only person in America who still be shouting old lady gang, but I don't care. I want her mama's salmon. So I don't care what nobody talking about. I ain't playing with you. She said, who be asking for old lady gang? I do. So
James.
I'm going. And I probably will be somewhere else too. But I am gonna be there. Okay. Oh look, that's hashtag. I thought that was Humble Sounds. I'm like, okay, I can meet you there.
James going to Magic City. Nah, James ain't. That's more of my lane. Now, if I was going, we'd have been popping.
But listen, know me. It's one strip club that I did go to, and it wasn't Magic City. I can't think of the name, and somebody said it the other day, and I was like, yeah, I've been in there. It's another one. It was like, it almost looked like some shit out of Players Club that was like off in the cut. And
oh yeah, them be the best ones. Hey, shout out to the strippers, baby. You know I got love for you. I got to put my pole back up. Last time I posed,
right? Hashtag hashtag the wings. I know the wings is.
The strip
that's
club
it.
got the
that's
best
it. Blue Flame. Yeah, Blue Flame. Because when I was, so a lot of people don't know I actually a lot of people don't know I actually had moved down to like the Columbus, Georgia area, maybe about 10 years ago almost. And I was down there for about a year. So it was Blue Flame because they used to do a whole lot of celebrity shit there. And I went there for some media shit. But
guessed it though. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like
it was Blue Flame.
Hashtag what you into? Hashtag. You knew that a little too fast for my liking. But
it was Blue Flame. I knew it wasn't Magic City. It was Blue Flame.
I am dead, y'all. That is so funny. Last time I had my pole up in my room, I had Tip on there doing a little twirl. So see if I can get her back. Tiff, I will be seeing you Saturday. Her friend Jerry, shout out to Jerry. She's having moo-moos and margaritas parties. So I'm gonna be turning up in my little moo-moo. You know, it ain't Magic City, but I'm gonna be twerking. Absolutely. So it don't even matter.
And actually, before we go to, I want to say shout out to Big Hef. I know
Hashtag been doing a lot of moves with Big Hef. Hashtag Big Hef have been doing so much. So shout out to both of them.
Yeah. But Big Hef is teaming up with Crazy Bone and Wishbone for a book bag giveaway this weekend.
Wow.
Down there, I think it's down on 99th and St. Clair. So I think that's going to be pretty dope. I was going to try to pop in, but I know that Reese has a show on Sunday, so I'm not going to go. But I know they're doing that. So shout out to them because I think that's really, really dope. And Crazy has been doing a whole lot through his nonprofit, you know, in the city and with kids and giving away stuff. And I know he's trying to revitalize that whole area. So yeah, so it's a lot going on. But shout out.
Yeah, I know. Lazy Bone has shouted out. It's an artist in Akron named Fetty Patron. So I know, he was doing some work with him, and he kind of reminds you of the Bone Thug with the braids and stuff like that. Yeah. So I know he's been doing some work with them. So shout out to Fetty Patron, Cleveland and Akron coming together.
Yeah, I was gonna try to go hashtag. I gotta work I work Saturdays from 7 to 12, and then I was gonna try to pop up, but Reese is doing a show at 1, so I need to be in the studio to do her show. But
I'm be down here.
I'm gonna try to pop up, but I think it's dope. I did share it across all the platforms though, but I think that's dope though. So shout out to them. But yeah,
you got to go. So I just wanted to give a shout out to thank you to Charmaine, my best friend, and hashtag for both writing so good notes about being proud for me. So thank you so much. And make sure y'all follow us on all platforms at Cat Queen. And I'm out of here.
All right, y'all. Everybody have a great evening. We appreciate y'all. Make sure that you guys tune in next Wednesday for Big Hef, and then next Thursday for Dondria. who's going to be on that on a special episode of Transcending the Culture at 6 p.m. next Thursday. So we appreciate y'all. Love everybody. And y'all have a good evening.